Hey, I I hope everything's good with you. I hope you're happy. I hope you miss me. I hope the garden's doing well. You're probably, if you haven't cut some of it down or whatever, you're probably cussing about how much you have to tend to it. I hope there's a bunch of watermelons and cucumbers and corn. And I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you for giving up. I'm mad at you for letting me plant a garden and then telling me I can't watch it grow. I'm mad at you for being scared. I'm mad at you for not remembering. I'm mad at you for not believing. I'm mad at you for being mad at me. I'm mad at you for promising me somebody that you weren't. But I'm mostly mad at you because I'm mad at me. And I'm mad at me because I allowed the situation to change who I was. I'm mad at me because I changed me. Because I wanted you to love me more. I like how you love me. But it's like once you really found out who I am, you started judging me and telling me not to be me. You can't tell people if they bless their food, then it's good for them. Why the fuck I can't? It's the fucking truth. If you tried it and saw for yourself, you would know it's the fucking truth too. So, no, it's the truth. I don't give a shit what you say. The fact that you don't believe is what makes it less effective on me. You might not believe that, but I know that. And it doesn't matter if you say you believe me or not out loud. I know, I can feel you. I feel your resistance and I feel your sarcasm, even when you look at me. Your disbelief. Your unwillingness to remember that this world is created for you, but it's also created to trap you. You used to know that. You used to call it the man. The part of life that logically doesn't make sense, except it's the logic of life, so you have to go with it, right? This is how the world works. Right here, you have to believe this is how the world works. Son, believe this is how the world works. Forget that this world was made for you. But here's the rules, and this is how the world works. Within a construct of itself. Do you choose to sit on a shelf? I thought how wonderful this feels. How beautiful do his eyes dance. I thought nothing of this world. Because this world doesn't get to experience that with you. Only I do. Only I get to experience that with you. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. And I'm learning not to trade me for the world. Because I know I'd never trade you for the world. And you can't love anybody else more than you love yourself, right? So I'm learning not to trade me for the world. So I can make you know that I wouldn't trade you for the world. I was hoping we could love each other in spite of ourselves. I'm still hoping that. And I'm hoping that you're smiling and that you feel good today and that you feel the sun on your face and that you can breathe. that you miss me. Even though that last part is a little selfish. Maybe I just want for you what I want. Maybe I put you on the shelf. Maybe you put yourself on a shelf. Maybe I put myself on a shelf. We do that. We're different characters with each person. And I know people say, well, I'm the same person no matter where I am. No, you're not. You can't be in any scientific, logically, or etheric form. If everything is energy, all energies magnetize and repel to their like, and they merge. So you can't be the same exact energy that you are with every single person, because every other person's energy makes up more of yours when you're near them, or when they attach to you, or when the two energies merge and attach. So, and we form who we want to be around associates, and we form who we believe we should be out of thoughts and programmed thoughts, and we forget to look at ourselves. But what relationships are supposed to be, relationships are people who make you know more of yourself, more of who you truly are. To expand yourself. You may like one thing, but to deny something else, to deny an experience, and say you like what you like, that's foolish. How foolish is a man to make a decision without all the evidence? There's no time frame. To say that something is good enough when you have the opportunity to experience or know something deeper and more profound. A man would only say that out of fear. How would it be that this is the adventure of a lifetime, and we have the audacity to say that something is good enough? That's selling ourselves short, isn't it? That's not doing what God would do. You want to throw Jesus in there? Jesus never said, well, that's good enough. Neither did God. He said that was good, or that was perfect. That's divine. God warned us of how the energies flowed, and to test the spirits that come to us for good or for evil, or for with their intention and with their purpose, how it feels to us, because we get to choose the balance. Is it good or is it evil? You're the one that ate the apple too. There's no good and evil. There's balance, and then there's conscious awareness, and then there's choice, and there's perception, there's concept, and there's divine right. To welcome the abundance of the universe and judge which abundance is. The knowledge of good and evil is to judge. To go down another rabbit hole. To judge is to denote a obvious character flaw in a negative way, I suppose, but to love is to do the same thing. When you love someone and you are intimate and close with them, there's nothing else but to do, but to see every single flaw that they have. That's what intimacy is. Intimacy is to give the vulnerability of your true self to somebody else. And within intimacy, you see the flaws in the person that you love. And you see them firsthand. To love bigger than what intimacy proves is to put aside our ego and understand that the connection with that energy is worth to us more than the programmed moral ground we stand on. To love is to not jump ship. The first sign of ugliness. It's to know the beast within another because we know the beast within ourselves and we know how to soothe the beast. It's to choose to stay with that person regardless of what you just saw in yourself and in that other person, because you've seen yourself in that other person. And it goes beyond that. It goes deeper than that. You've allowed the other person to know more of who they are, who they truly are. And they've allowed you to discover more of who you truly are. There's no fear in that. It's grateful. And you can't feel yourself for acting that way. You can only embrace it and know that that's a part of you. To know no matter the situation, you'll never have to face that part of yourself ever again unless you choose to. But knowing it's there, that's what embraces. You don't scare me. You only scare you. I see through you. I see where your eyes come from. And I see what your heart says. And I see how it aches. And I see how torn it is. Not shattered and torn, but torn between the world that you want to know and the world that you want to leave behind. The thing about it is you can't leave anywhere because we're right here, right now. And we always will be. The fear comes from living in the past or living in a future that's never, ever coming. It will never come. It never comes, but we think it's done in our mind. How foolish is that? How foolish is that? We've got our minds made up that this is the way it's going to be. Not even open to the suggestion of God, since it's his game. Should probably ask the creator of the game the best way to win the game, right? Logically. That makes sense. But no, that's too taboo. Don't let anybody know you're talking to God. Don't let anybody know that you believe that there's something else besides what you were taught. Don't be sarcastic, Virginia. Ah. I see. Listen with me for a while. Allow me to introduce to you what I see. Within my mind's eye, imagine that I'm dreaming. Imagine that you're dreaming. Close your eyes and imagine you see yourself dreaming. And as you see yourself dreaming, you go into the dream that yourself you see is having. Your spirit comes out of your body and goes into the imagined dream. And in that dream, I am. I'm me. And you are you. And we're standing next to each other. I'm to your left. And we're holding hands. My right hand is holding your left hand. And you look at me as I look at you. We both turn our heads and look at each other. So I'm turning my head to the right, and you are turning your head to the left. And you see my face, and I see yours. And we both smile. It's funny how I said the left and the right, because that's neither one of our good side. That's our bad sides for photograph purposes and all that. So we just saw each other's bad side, and we still smiled at each other, and we're still holding hands. And then we both turn and looking forward in front of us, still holding hands. And you take 2 steps, still holding hands. And we jump, still holding hands. Oh no, I lost you.